really listen. I cannot have another person bring a really bad Cabernet Sauvignon to a Christmas dinner because they think that is the wine for Christmas. So I decided that I'm gonna grab a bunch of bottles at Trader Joe's that I think would maybe fit really well with a bunch of Christmas dishes, and we're just gonna taste them. They're all sub $15, so let's see what they got. I got some crackers here. I got my water. My dog right there. So let's do this. I'm excited. I got 5 glasses. I got 6 wines. One of my glasses broke this morning, so that's great, but we're gonna do it anyway. Let's look at all the wines that I got. I got a Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand, an Albariño. I got a Riesling, a Beaujolais Nouveau. We got a Barbera, which was really not expensive, so I'm a little bit curious, but also a little bit scared. This one is a wine that I know and that I love. This is our lineup. We're gonna start from here just because we're gonna start with like the crisp whites and then work our way up to the more heavier stuff. I'm really excited. Let's do this. All right, so the Oyster Bay is actually our most expensive wine of today. It's $11.99 at Trader Joe's. I wanted to stay sub 15 just because, I mean, the world is on fire. We're all kind of broke, so but we still want to have good wine at the holidays, right? So let's taste this. But then also, that's a little bit of a big, my bad. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, it has like citrus notes, green apple on the nose. High acidity, pear, citrus, lemon. Very nice for people that like refreshing wines. That's why I think this one would, for example, it would go great with like anything goat cheese. That's a classic. So green beans, goat cheese. If you have some Asian food like sushi or poke, that would go great with that. And again, $11.99. I think this is a great catch. The Albariño. Again, a fresh wine. This Albariño is $9.99 at Trader Joe's. Has like fresh pear, lemon zest, super silky, high acidity, some peach in there. These lemon zest, you also get that on the palate, but especially like I love the peach actually. I think this would go great with like scallops, salmon. So if you have any like seafood in your dinner, you should go with that. But then also if you're like looking for something, for example, for an appetizer, right? Or for people to come, this is their first drink, they arrive, here's a glass. I think this would work great as well because it's really light, really refreshing, not complicated, but just like easy drinking, and it can really like flow into the rest of the night. So I think for an appetizer wine, but then also if you have any seafood in your meal, this would be great. All right, this Riesling, I'm very suspicious because it was $5.99, and I love Riesling, but non-expensive Riesling is it's hard to find a good one, especially one that is off dry, which this one is. So I got this one because I thought this was gonna be great for like desserts, right? So like I don't know what people have. I'm gonna have like apple crumble pie, so I thought this would go well with that. But then like any kind of dessert you would want to have like an off dry wine or a Sauternes wine, the Moscato maybe. Anyway, I got this one because I was like, that's crazy, $5.99. It's from Germany, but we're gonna try it and I'll let you know if it's an option. So to be honest, the nose is very subtle, which isn't the best sign for a Riesling. Usually Rieslings have like really strong, like honey, all that. You get like a tiny bit of honey in there, maybe some peach, but it's very subtle. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily. I don't think this is like a wine that I would necessarily recommend, especially not for Riesling, because it basically just tastes like white wine with sugar in it. It was worth a try. I'm gonna have a cracker before we go into red wines. They're dry. Beaujolais Nouveau, $9.99 at Trader Joe's. And I have seen this wine all over Instagram. All the wine influencers have been talking about it. I've never tried it, so let's see what it's got. All right. Got strawberries, red cherry. Super fresh. Very like high fruit. Has some cranberry in there. Strawberries, cherries. On the nose and on the palate, I'm getting that just now. Has a bunch of like banana leaves. So that's cool. It's like the classic thing from Beaujolais. I think that would go great with like roast turkey, roast chicken, a cheese plate. these kind of things. Very light red. So if you're like into heavy reds, this is definitely not the one to go for. But people that do not like red wines might like this one. Barbera, a classic. I love Barbera, and to be honest, this is kind of like similar to the Riesling. It's very hard to find Barberas that are good and affordable. So I'm very excited to see if this is good or if this is a disappointment like the Riesling, which I really hope it isn't, because I don't want to have my two wines that I was most excited about be disappointing. Because this one was $7.99 for Barbera, but I'm very optimistic. In general, I'm an optimistic person, so we'll see. Okay, got like bright cherry, some plum. This is actually not bad. I actually don't hate it. The plum is really coming through. Still has high acidity, so that's definitely something to watch for. But I think, for example, like anything that has cranberry in it, this would be great. And again, this one doesn't have any. It doesn't have any tannins. Tannins are very low. So again, a wine that, especially for people that are like scared of the tannins, don't like the tannins, don't like all the things about red wine, I think these two are definitely working for everybody. So 1 second, I gotta go rinse my glass. This one, the one I told you about, that I was, I'm so happy they have that at Trader Joe's, because Côtes Famille Perrin is one of my go-tos because it has never disappointed me ever. It's always good. I've convinced many people that don't like red wines, that said they don't like red wines. With this wine, I've convinced many people that actually they might do. Let's try it. So this one's $8.99. Yeah. It has like a touch of spice, but like cherry, cranberry. It's just good, you know? It's like it's medium bodied, it has super soft tannins, and it's really juicy, which I just love about it. And that's what I'm saying. That's also why many people that think they don't like red wines, they actually love this one because it's so juicy. Again, would go great with any sort of stuffing, especially sausages, turkey, pasta, charcuterie boards. I think there should not be a holiday without charcuterie boards. So charcuterie board, charcuterie board. Now that we tasted it all, this one, no, take that away. The two ones that I would recommend the most are probably these two. Yeah, they're my winners from each. Because the other ones are good too, but I think these two are my winners. Because they're so versatile too, and you can use them for like all your needs and whatever you want to have on at night. And I feel like they're so food friendly. So what was the price? $11.99 and $8.99. This was my holiday tasting. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really want to know what y'all are gonna pair these wines with, or what you gonna have on your holidays. And I'll see you in my next video. Like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. It's at Sipping Wings. I'm Matilda. I'm so excited that y'all watched this with me. And comment below if you know any of these wines, if you want to try them. And you can get all of them at Trader Joe's. And happy holidays.